Alrighty, well, welcome to our July call. So tonight we're going to talk about just making sure that we all have goal plans and game plans for July and what that looks like. And then we're going to do some basic training because we've had so many new folks join our teams that we want to make sure that we're all rowing in the same direction. You're going to hear us say that a lot of times. We want to be rowing together. Have you ever seen a rowboat and they're only rowing on one side, or everybody's like rowing off and they're not in unison? The rowboat usually goes in circles or it doesn't go very fast. But when everybody is rowing in the same direction, that rowboat can go very fast and be efficient. And that's what we want our team, a solid rowboat. Okay, but first I want everyone to grab a pen and paper. Okay, and I want you guys to write down your goals for July. And the big piece of this is it needs to be numerical. It needs to be based on points, a point milestone, a re-rank, a rank up, something along those lines. So maybe you ranked last month and this month is going to be your building month so that you can rank next month. So maybe you hit gold last month, which is 100 pay points. Well, then in my opinion, your goal should be 175 pay points this month. So the following month you can hit 250. You see how I kind of divide between the two so that you hit those goals so you're constantly moving forward. Maybe your goal is to rank. Okay, and so I want everyone to write that number down. And if anybody has any sort of questions while we're doing this exercise, please use the chat. I want to make sure we all understand where we're going. So I want you to write that number down. Then underneath that number, I want you to write down your points. Do you hear that noise? Oh, okay. I'm like hearing this, like it sounds like, I don't know what it sounds like. There's like this noise behind me in Amy's house. Okay, so beneath that number, your point goal, I want you to write down where your points ended last month. Okay, so where did your points end last month? And then I want you to subtract the two. So let's say you want to end at gold this month, which is 100 pay points. Last month you ended at 75 pay points, so you need an additional 25 pay points. Do you see how we're trying to fill the gap? Does that make sense? Shake your head if that makes sense. Okay, so now you've got the number of added pay points you need to hit your goal this month. But we're going to take that number, so 25 for our example, and we're going to divide that by 5. And the reason we divide that by 5 is because in your levels 1 through 3, anybody who orders with a welcome pack or 100 PV gives you 5 pay points. So if you need 25 total points to hit your big goal, and we divide it by 5, then that is 5. You need 5 additional orders to hit your goal. Does that make sense, everybody? Shake your head if that makes sense. Okay, so the reason why I stress this so much, and we usually, if we're doing team calls or if we're doing individual, team calls with you guys individually, I talk about this a lot, because if you don't know where you're going, then how do you know what you need, right? It's very important for you to understand where your business is so that you can be intentional in your business. And when you are intentional and focused, that is when mountains are moved. So I want everyone to go in the chat and write down how many additional orders you need this month to hit your goal. So we're doing some math today, friends. All right, Jennifer needs 8, 15, 23. Keep them coming, guys. How many additional goals orders do you need? 13, 10, 12, 10, 7, 9. Okay, so it seems like 28, this is amazing. So it seems like we are really grasping this. Now I want everyone tonight and by tomorrow, I want you guys to take a picture of it and put it in our Making It Happen thread, okay, which is our team thread. I want you to make a fridge countdown. Raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about. A fridge countdown. I should see some hands raised. Yes, yes, a fridge countdown. So what this looks like is you can grab a piece of paper like this. You can go to the dollar store and get yourself a poster board if you want, or computer paper, and you're gonna write down, let's say you needed 10 orders. You're gonna write down 1 through 10 big on this piece of paper. And then underneath it, I want you to write every day, comma, try. I want you guys to every day try and stay focused. And as you get new orders in your business, so this means someone that didn't order last month, that this is new, I want you to cross them off. So if you need 10, you're writing 10, and let's say you get a newbie joined today, you can cross off that 10. So now you can see you need 9 more. We're going backwards. You need 9 more. And then let's say you had a level 1 enroll their spouse. You can cross off number 9. So now you need 8 more orders. And we're watching this as the month goes on. Here's the really fun part. Get your family and your children involved. Okay, get your kids involved. I have toddlers. I have a 6.5-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 2.5-year-old. And I wanted to get orders last month so bad so that they would be quiet and stop asking me when the next time they could cross off orders, because you know a toddler will hold you to it. They're going to go, when can I cross off another order, right? And so I was just excited to make them be quiet, right? But it became a family affair, and it was really fun for everyone to cross off those orders at the end of the day. Mommy, how many orders did you and your team get today, right? It's so precious when your family can become involved. And guys, let me tell you something. Last month, we had a huge group of people do this, a massive group of people do this. And I want to say the vast majority, like not just like 51%, I want to say like 95% of people, could have been higher than that, might have been 100 to be truthful, percent went above their goals. When we focus on goals every single day, you can go above and beyond, and you can shock yourself. Your team and you can impress yourself and say, whoa, we can move mountains. You know, guys, my reentry hit Emerald last month. So I see many faces on here from my reentry team. Love you guys to pieces. You guys are amazing. Yeah, Sarah hit and I went above. It was such a fun visual. I love that comment. Our original goal was 1,000 pay points last month. And as we were crossing off those orders, I thought, oh my gosh, should I dare try for 2,000 or 1,200? I remember talking to Megan Lester going, oh, I don't know if we can do it. Can I do it? Oh, this is scary. So she was at my house and I was rewriting the numbers going, oh gosh. And then we hit that and I said, oh gosh, do we try for 1,500? And y'all, we ended at 1,600 when my original goal was 1,000. When you set these goals in your face, when you're looking at them, when your kids are involved, guys, you will see the strength inside of you and you will see your intention bear fruit. It is logic. It is law that when you put forth energy, something will be received. When you try, your fruits will be harvested, so to speak. When you do things, there is a reciprocation of energy. So what are you doing? Are you doing positive things or are you doing not so positive things, right? But if you are trying in your business, it will turn around. I have to shout out Kate Rector tonight. So she has been so tried and true, so very positive, and she was doing all of the right things last month, sending messages, doing her follow-ups, sending posts, having conversations, engaging in dialogue, really stretching herself and staying that positive mindset. And she kept telling me, you know, I know that the popcorn's about to pop. I know it's about to pop. It didn't pop right when she wanted it to last month, but you guys, her team's already sponsored 3 so far. She's got like 7 more coming in. She's texted me today and she goes, the popcorn's popping. She goes, it's truth. When you focus on something, it will come around. It will come around. And so I just wanted to shout her out tonight. So we are really going to be focused on our goals. And guys, use the Making It Happen thread to shout out every win that you have. You know, we use our leaders thread. You know, let's say that you have 10 orders that you want to accomplish this month. And let's say that you knock out 2 by tomorrow. You write 10-2, 2 at dash 10, 2 orders out of 10, you guys, I'm knocking them down, right? Shout it out. Let's use that momentum and energy within our team to translate momentum and energy into our businesses. Make sense? Make sense, you guys? So tomorrow, I want to see a whole bunch of pictures, even tonight. Do it tonight. Don't waste another day. Take pictures of your fridge countdown, your refrigerator countdown, all right? I cannot wait to see these, because you know what's going to happen is you're going to be making a second one towards the end of the month, because you're going to crush the first one. You're going to crush the first countdown. I believe it to be truth. All right, so those are our goals. I talk with Sarah Hinton's team. I see several faces on here, and we have this little joke, so I hope I don't offend anybody, but you know, if you don't know me, you'll get to know me pretty quick. But we have this little joke. I said, we're running, right? We're running, or the team was running, and we were getting excited. And I said, well, we better get ready to run. And I am a large-breasted woman, okay? Always been a large-breasted woman. And I said, well, you know, if we're running, I better tape them down. You know, you got to masking tape them down. You got to like double sports bra tape them down. And so all of a sudden we have a hashtag that says, tape them. We're running. Tape them. Tape. There's Sarah Hinton. She's running right now on the track. You're taping them. So we're running, you guys. We're taping. Tape your boobies. Tape your boobies. We're running. Okay, I say that in love. I hope I didn't offend anybody. But that is the joke, right? We are focused. We're intentional. We're taping the boobies because we've got goals to achieve and lives to change. And here's the amazing part, guys. When we cross off those orders, it's not a number that we're crossing off. Sure, if you want to look at just like logically, yes, it's a number. But what does that number represent? It means a life has been changed. We are offering hope when hope needs to be given in this day and age. We are offering health when health needs to be given in this country. And we are offering a financial opportunity which needs to be given. So when we are crossing off those numbers, know that you are serving well. And when your team is crossing off those numbers, now you're translating not just that, but you're imparting confidence to another human being on your team, and they're feeling good about themselves and what they're bringing to their family. Blessings all the way around. Okay, so thumbs up. Do y'all feel good about the goals that we're setting for July? Okay, who's got their boobies taped? No, I'm just kidding. We all do, right? Yes, we do. Okay, we're going to do this, you guys. July is going to be our biggest month to date. I can feel it. I know it's going to happen. Now, let me calm some nerves. Okay, we just came off a massive month in June. We all were running. Taped day. I see Meredith Meeker. They were taped, okay? We were running. It is okay to take a breather, okay? It is okay for your team to kind of take a breather and go, whoo, okay. And then we had a holiday at the beginning of the month. So if your team is a little slower transitioning into July, that is okay. But tonight, we shift the energy inside of our teams, because every single face that I'm looking at is a leader. Yes? Shake your head. I'm a leader. Yes, you are. Shake it. Big. Yes, you are. So we get to create the momentum that's going to be on our team. We get to shift that energy. We have that choice. That's pretty amazing. So if you needed a refresher, I get it. If your team maybe needed a refresher, they're coming off of the holiday, I get it. But tonight, we rev it up. Y'all feel that? Y'all feel it in your hearts. You feel it in your souls. You feel it in your teams. We're revving it up. We're taping them and we're running, right? Yes, I see some high fives and claps. Okay, so we're ready to run in July. I love it. I love it. I see a little high five of a baby hand right there, Amanda. I see her. Okay, so goals set for July. Now we're going to talk about some things real quick on making sure we do the second wheel of the bicycle well. Okay, so you're probably like, wait, what are you talking about? There are two wheels to this bicycle, and this bicycle is our business, okay, is what we're doing here. The first wheel of the bicycle is recruitment, bringing people into your business. Y'all, you got that down. We got that as a team. You know how to do that. You know how to start your three-way chats. If you're not doing your three-way chats, start them now. The majority of your work schedule, your time blocks, what you should be doing in your business is three-way chats. That is where the majority of your time needs to be spent. Three-way chats with your upline and with somebody that's considering Plexus. Okay, they are extremely vital. They work very well. It's not saying that you don't know how to have that conversation. Instead, it's offering another layer of community and support, and that helps with the second wheel of the bicycle. The first wheel is recruitment, constantly bringing them in, okay, helping people say yes. The second wheel of the bicycle is called retention. Retention is keeping people ordering that ordered last month or that joined last month. So how do we keep people from falling off? Now, first I want to say it is common and normal to have about a 20% fall off rate. If you have like a 5% fall off rate, wow, you're amazing. That's great. But if you have about a 20%, don't feel like you're failing. We can always strengthen that. But I don't want you to be like, oh gosh, they turned off and I'm a failure. It's very normal for people to fall off. But how can we make it better? How can we make the retention better? Okay, so here's some steps, and I want you guys to get your pen and paper out. Okay, as soon as somebody joins, and perhaps they've already joined and you need to go back and do this, do it ASAP, okay? But as soon as somebody joins, you need to, one, send them their Getting Started guide. Their Getting Started guide correlates to the welcome pack that they purchased. You're sending that to them saying, hey, here is how you begin your products. Yes, it is slowly starting them, but we want to make sure that you slowly introduce these products to your body so that we can have the best results. Okay, if they don't know how to take their product, do you think that they're going to take it correctly and then stick around? No. Retention is two things, guys. Retention is one, education, and two, community. Everything you do around educating your person and bringing them into the community boosts retention. So all these tips I'm giving you here is going to do both of those things. So your Getting Started guide is one. Number two is plugging them into our health and happiness connection page. Here's what I say about this. So as soon as they join, I say, hey, you're in, I see you, this is wonderful. Boom, here's your Getting Started guide. And hey, listen, I'm gonna send you a link. So I send them the link to our health and happiness connection page, and I use this verbiage. Hey, okay, so here is a link that I want to connect you with. It's a free added value for you to have joined our team. And you're gonna find meal plans, recipes, workout tips, product tips to help you along your health journey. Totally free as an extra perk for you saying yes with me. And usually they're very excited about that. But this page has posts going up every single day encouraging them to make better choices regarding their health, the movement of their body, and the consumption of their products, which boosts retention. And it also boosts community. They're not alone in this, right? So Getting Started guides, health and happiness connection page. Number three, Sarah Hinton just said something. Let me see. I believe all the new ones were shared in the making it. Oh, where do we get the Getting Started guides? Okay, yes. So the new ones were shared in the Making It Happen thread, and I need to update the units, unit 3. But unit 3 in Slim Jims has those. It's the same information, but I just found some that are a little prettier. So I updated those. But it's same information. Units 3 on Slim Jims. Okay, the third thing you want to do when somebody says yes and joins Plexus is make sure they're in a three-way chat with you and your upline. Now, if you were already doing a three-way chat to bring them in, you already have the chat existing. But if you didn't, maybe they just said yes right away, or it just didn't work out for whatever reason, I still really encourage doing three-way chats with your upline beforehand. But you say something along the lines of, hey, Karen, I'm really excited that you said yes to Plexus. I cannot wait for you to get your products. Listen, I wanted you to meet my friend Tara. She's been doing Plexus a little bit longer than me. But if ever you have any sort of questions and I'm not around, please use this chat right here to ask, because we're both here to support you. She's an awesome friend. She knows her stuff. We can't wait. Let us know when you get your products in. So see how you're adding a layer of community and a layer of support? You're connecting them together, Okay. Under units 3, in the same post as the Getting Started guides, there is a graphic that is called the Troubleshooting Guide. It is a flow chart of how you follow up with somebody and help guide them through their products. Because as you're new to this, I see a ton of new faces, which I absolutely adore, but as you're new to this, you're gonna see that people may have, every physical body is different, and people may react a little bit differently to the products than, say, you did, or I did, or Amy did, or whoever else, right? And so as you're checking in with somebody, the troubleshooting part is under units 3 in Slim Jims. Same post as the Getting Started guide. But let's say that, it literally walks you through the exact verbiage. So you say, hey, how are you doing? What are you loving? Are you noticing anything different in your sleep, mood, energy, or appetite? And if they say yes, you say, awesome, keep it going, right? If they say no, you ask them, okay, what results are you wanting to see but you're not? Then that specifies what they're dealing with. So maybe someone says, I'm still struggling having a bowel movement, for example. And then that response is listed on this guide. And then underneath that, it gives you the next step. It says, okay, if that's you, then let's up your BioCleanse by 1 in the morning until we find better results. So it's literally guiding you through the troubleshooting part of Plexus. And if you ever have any questions about this, guys, use our Making It Happen thread. Use your sponsor. It will become very second nature, but that guide really helps you. And here's the truth of the matter. If you sign somebody up and then don't follow up with them, they will feel like a number to you. They will feel like they were just a sale, not a human being. The failure to follow up is the failure to your friend. Okay, and that leads me to my 5th thing is I call it in my head Touch Base Tuesdays. So we're going to start doing this as a team. Touch Base Tuesdays. In my phone, I have an alarm every Tuesday at 8:30 that goes off in the morning. And it says Touch Base Tuesdays. So I know throughout the day I am going to go through and touch base with all of my level 1s. Hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling? That's all it needs to be. Something short and sweet. Hey, how did your recommendations from last week go? Are you feeling better? Can you repeat? It's breaking up. Touch Base Tuesdays. Can y'all hear me a little bit? Touch Base Tuesdays. So in our Making It Happen thread, if I don't say it on Tuesday morning, y'all step up and say, hey, it's Touch Base Tuesdays. Remind everybody we're going to do this as a team and make it just part of our normal behavior to touch base with all of our people at least once a week. Now, here's what I do. Someone's first week, I become their best friend, whether they like it or not. What do I mean by that? I'm checking in with them every single day of their first 7 days. Hey, Karen, it's day 2. How are you feeling? Still good? Awesome. Keep it up. I'll circle back tomorrow. Hey, Karen, day 3. You feeling any changes? You still good? Oh, no? Okay, we need to talk about something? Yeah, tell me what's going on. Day 4. Hey, are you feeling better today? Oh, awesome. Okay, day 5. You still good? Awesome. Day 6, day 7. And then after that, it's once a week, every Tuesday. Touch Base Tuesdays, right? Touch Base Tuesdays. This right here ensures that you're making sure that they're taking their products, you're holding them accountable, you're checking in with them. And now for me, for example, I've been doing this for 6.5 years. I have people that have been taking Plexus for 6.5 years. Do I touch base with them every Tuesday? No, because they're pretty set. They're good with their products, right? I check in with them every once in a while. You'll eventually get there to where you don't have to check in with everybody once they're totally solid with their products. But this is just called really good customer service. Can I get a thumbs up if you're all on board with this? Awesome. So that's the retention. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I wanted to talk about subscriptions for a second really quick. As we've got some new folks coming in, this is also, like I said, this is recorded, so I want you guys to send this out to your newbies. But here are some do's and don'ts when it comes to subscriptions. Why are subscriptions important? Subscriptions ensure that the person that joined this month will order again the following month. Now that's important for business, yes, because it brings in that residual order, which is also residual income. But let's, for example, say that you had somebody join last month and didn't leave on their subscription. Then they look down and they go, oh gosh, I only have 3 sticks of Slim left and my bottles are almost empty. I'll go on and order. And then life happens, they forget, then they look down, they're out of Plexus. Then they have to log on and order. Now they have a whole week worth of shipping to wait. So now they're a week without their products in their first month, and it's not supporting their results or keeping their body consistent. That's failing them. It's failing their results. So subscriptions really are in place to support their desire to see results. Okay? So subscriptions are really important. The amount of a subscription is really important. Okay, it needs to be 100 PV or more. Okay, why is that? If it's less than 100 PV, if it is 99 PV, you do not get commission or pay points for that order. Okay, and pay points are how you rank up. Remember how we did the goal at the beginning of the call, and you need 5 more orders? Well, those orders need to be 100 PV or a welcome pack over last month. So you may see someone like, oh, well, I didn't need any more BioCleanse, so I just took that out of my subscription. Well, now they're sitting at, I don't know, 82 PV. Maybe introduce something different to them. See if they want to try something new. I sometimes offer free shipping out of my pocket, which is like $5. Hey, I'll do free shipping for your order if you want to try something different. We have 20 different products, right? So that's just a best business practice that I do to make sure that people are over that 100 PV. But the other thing that's really cool about subscriptions is when they process with 100 PV, your friend gets what's called Plexus Perks. In essence, it's Plexus cash towards products. After so many months, it will accrue and it can be cashed in for an entire free product. I think the first time that I ever cashed mine in, I got a whole bag of Slim and a whole tub of collagen for free. That was over $100 worth of products that I got for free. So, and it accrues quickly. When somebody joins with a welcome pack and a subscription on, they automatically get 250 perks. So if they turn it off, they lose those 250. It's forfeited. If they don't have 100 PV, it's forfeited. It's gone. You can't get it back. So this is something else that's a really great service for your friends to get free product, right? So be sure to tell them about that. Let's see. Okay, I want to talk about duplication. Okay, so you may be thinking, oh man, you know, your vision is opening up and you're seeing a lot of amazing opportunities with Plexus, and maybe you started this and you're like, you know, $100 would be great, and then you crushed $100 in like 2 days, and you're like, well, okay, what's next? And then you're like, $1,000 would be great, and maybe you've already gotten close to that or earned that. Maybe you're starting to look at, hey, emerald would be kind of cool, or diamond would be kind of cool. Right? Maybe your eyes and your vision casting is getting way bigger than when you first started. That happened to me, right? That happened. I see Emerald would be cool, Danielle. I see it coming for you, girl. I see Ruby super fast for you, by the way. But yeah, so I want to share a little bit about that with you guys. So how does promoting work? You know, you see us talking about bringing people in. Well, again, it goes back to those pay points. Okay, so if you've got a notepad out, I want you to write this down. So silver is 3 level 1s. A level 1 is somebody I directly bring in. So I sponsored Amy, who's sitting next to me. It would be my level 1, okay, if I directly sponsored her, okay? If Amy brought in Sarah, Sarah would be my level 2. If Sarah brought in Amber, Amber would be my level 3, and so on, all the way 7 levels deep, okay? So silver is 3 level 1s. Senior silver is 50 pay points. This is after silver, it goes only based on pay points. Senior silver is 50 pay points. All right, somebody in the chat write, how many people would that be? If each person is worth 5 pay points, how many people do you need to order? 10. 50 divided by 5 pay points per order, 10 folks. Now here's the cool thing. You just need 10 and your levels 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so it could be 10 level 1s. It could be 5 level 1s and 5 level 2s. It could be 3 level 1s, 3 level 2s, and 4 level 3s. Okay, but you just need 10 total. Then the next promotion is gold. That is 100 pay points, or 20 people. 100 divided by 5. 20 people in your levels 1 through 3. Senior gold is 250 pay points, which is 50 people. Ruby is 500 pay points, or 100 people in your levels 1 through 3. Senior ruby is 750 pay points, or 150 people. Emerald is 1,500 pay points, or 300 people. Sapphire is 3,000 pay points, or 600 people. And diamond is the very top, which is 4,500 pay points, or 900 people. Around the rank of ruby, you're making around, what is that, $3,000, $4,000, depending on the level of ruby you are, maybe 3,500. Senior ruby is around 4,500, I'm going off memory here. Emerald is really close to $10,000 a month. You also get Alexis and annual trips to Hawaii. Sapphire is $15,000 a month on average. And you also get monthly bonuses at those 2 levels, which is like $1,500 monthly bonus at Emerald, $1,200 monthly bonus at Sapphire. And then Diamond is around $35,000 a month. And you get an extra flight and trip to Hawaii. So we're talking very life-changing, life-giving promotions here. Goals, I see lots of goals down at the bottom. It's right. But here's what I want to empower you guys with, is it can become like an enigma in your head, like, wow, oh gosh, I just want ruby, and you're like, oh, it's so far away, or gosh, emerald would be so amazing. But here's the beauty, guys. When you break it down and you really look at it and you set goals, do you see how goals will align with what you need, and eventually it's going to come to a point where you crossroad it and you hit it? It's not if you hit it, it's when you hit it. I will say that every single day in my life. I've been doing this for too long. It is not a matter if you go diamond, if you go ruby, if you go emerald. No, it is a matter of when if you keep trying. And if you know what you need and you know how to get there, you're gonna intersect. And this is what I want to empower you with, the knowledge of it is possible. Because it's very easy to go, whoa, how do I get there? But you know how to get there, right? I'm gonna help you guys with that. Roadmap to success. That's exactly right, you guys. Exactly right. One other thing I was going to tell you guys is I have a YouTube channel, and I'm not trying to plug myself whatsoever, but I have a YouTube channel with hundreds of training videos that have been viewed hundreds of thousands of times with Plexus and Plexus ambassadors. That is a free resource for you guys. If you need like tips on how to post on Facebook, if you need tips on how do I go gold, how do I go ruby, if you need tips on what books should I be reading to better my skill sets, if you need tips on how to start a three-way message, if you need tips on literally anything, I have videos there for you guys. Some are long, some are short, but go subscribe to that. Go kind of look through it. Great resource there for you guys. And in the files of Slim Jims, this is super old, okay, so I'm plugging a really old resource that will need to be updated on some of the information. But in the files of Slim Jims, there's something called Trained in 30. We haven't used it in years because it's some outdated information, but inside that document, I outline videos kind of in the order that you'd need to watch them as a new ambassador to a more veteran ambassador. If you need a kind of a guide with where do I start with her videos, that's a cool resource for you. Ignore the other documents. Some of them are outdated, but if you need a guide for video resources, that's there for you guys. Okay, last few tips. When you're enrolling someone, what's the guide called again, Sarah? It's called Trained in 30. Trained in 30. We kind of did it over 30 days, like a training in 30 days, but it's there. It's there for you. Okay, some one-off tips to make things smooth as we continue enrolling a lot of people quickly. When you're enrolling someone, ask if they've ever ordered Plexus before, either as a customer or an ambassador. Ask them this information. Because if they ever have, they need to use a different email. Because let's say that they ordered as a customer years ago, 5 years ago, and they use the same email to enroll underneath you, that order is going to go under that 5-year-old sponsor. And then we have to go track them down, and it takes a lot of time. So when you're having that conversation and they're like, yes, I'm ready, go, okay, real quick, have you ever ordered Plexus before as a customer and ambassador? They say yes, encourage them to use a different email than before. And then this is something I'm using that I love. It is preventing any sort of issues along the enrollment process. But I ask them, I say, hey, there's 2 ways to order. I can send you an order form with the information that I need from you, and you can text it to me. It's safer than Facebook. And I can do it for you. Make sure you get all those discount codes and all the discounts for you. Or I can send you instructions for you to order. Which would be best? They 9 times out of 10 say, send me the order form and you take care of it for me. That's going to make sure that I sign them up correctly and they don't accidentally sign up as a customer, or they don't accidentally use the wrong code, right? So it's just providing better customer service. If they want the instructions, please be very clear with them. Hey, here are the instructions, but you have to follow them to the T in order to get these discounts and in order to order properly. So stress that at the beginning so that we don't run into any issues at the very tail end of the month. Thumbs up? So this is just kind of best housekeeping, business 101 top tips. Okay, let's see. The final thing I want to talk about is Leaders Retreat. Who all is really excited about Leaders Retreat? Give me a show of hands, shout it out in the chats. Okay, guys, I'll tell you a story. Okay, and it'll be short. I know it's getting a little long. I was a senior gold ambassador And it was my first year in Plexus. I hadn't gone into anything with Plexus, and I really wanted to earn Leaders Retreat. I knew that Plexus is where I wanted to be. My husband was kind of like, yeah, babe, I'm loving cheering you on, like, okay, whatever you want, being the supportive husband. But I really wanted to go to Orlando, Florida for that Leaders Retreat. And you get to bring a guest. So I wanted to bring him with me. And I earned it by the skin of my teeth, okay, to get that trip. And you guys, we went, and you get to see the heart of our company. You think it's awesome now? Wait till you meet the people that make Plexus what it is, the other ambassadors, the corporate team, Tarl and Alec, right? Wait till you get to see every detail that they put into all the signage and the thought process behind the dinners and the events. It will blow your mind. And at the very tail end of that Orlando trip, they sent us off with a farewell and a fireworks show. And the fireworks show, y'all, I've seen fireworks. I'm from Texas. We do fireworks big out here, okay? I've seen fireworks plenty of time, but there was something different about this fireworks show. It actually, as cheesy as this sounds, it brought tears to my eyes. And I look over at David, and he looks at me, and he just said, well, dang it, I'm sold. This is where we're going to be, and we're coming back as a double diamond couple. This is where we're pouring into our fruit. This is or where we're pouring into our labor, because I know we can get fruit out of this, and we're in the right place. He walked away so solid, and I walked away even more solid, that next year I came back as an emerald. That following year we were double diamond. Okay? It changes things. Events change things. You get to meet all these faces here, which is really amazing. Okay? So Leaders Retreat, you want to get there. It's 800 credits. You earn it from new ambassadors, developing silvers, your own PV, right? Ranking up. So guys, here's the cool part. If we focus on the right stuff, Leaders Retreat will happen for every single one of us. If we focus on hitting our goals that we just made at the beginning of this phone call, our fridge countdowns, if we focus on that and we focus on duplication, okay, duplication, you will earn Leaders Retreat. It's in Phoenix, Arizona. You're going to get to go see headquarters, which, oh my gosh, like, talk about really drawing your line in the sand and walking away like, this is legit. Is there a limit? I think that there is a limit, not obviously, but there is a limit. I just don't know like the exact total. I think it's like 3,000, but I need to check on that. So my goal for you guys is to each of you earn it this month. It is 800 credits. I want to see you guys earn it this month. Sponsor level ones. Help your level ones sponsor people. Help them go silver. You will earn it. You will earn it. But that's what I want you guys to do, is earn it this month to lock in your spot. And so that brings me to the very last thing of duplication. Don't let duplication bog you in your head. Don't let it bog you in your head. A lot of people are like, oh gosh, I need runners and I need to duplicate. Don't let it complicate things in your mind. How you develop duplication is just add one. That's what you should be thinking. Just add one. Everybody on your team that you've sponsored in, see if you can help their spouse order, their sister order, their best friend order, their mom order. Just adding one creates duplication. And then after they add one, you say, hey, 2 more, and you earn a total of $300. And they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I know that's big cash. You want to go for it? And they're like, yes, let's try this. Because them adding one took the fear away that they couldn't do it. See how you're just baby stepping and helping them see that they are capable and they are, it is possible for them. So duplication is just add one and go from there. Does that make sense? We're all looking for our runners. We're all looking for our business builders. But guys, I didn't join this for the business. I didn't start off as a business builder. I didn't sign up and go, okay, I'm ready to go to Diamond. No, I like sponsored a couple and then saw, okay, I think I can do this. That's how you find runners. That's how you find business builders, is you empower the people around you to believe that they can. And how you do that is you love on them enough to just take that next step. And that next step is add just one. And when you focus on these things, Leaders Retreat happens, ranking up happens, being financially blessed by Plexus happens, your friends finding success happens. All of these things happen. When you focus on the right things, the pieces fall into place. All right, I love you guys. I hope this call was helpful for you guys. I want to see your fridge countdowns. I cannot wait to see them. Please post them in Making It Happen. Oh, she's already got hers. Look at that, Sarah. Yes, girl. I love it. I love it. So post those up on your fridges. Invite your friends and family, your kids and the family to help on that. And I hope you'll have an amazing night. Let's start that energy strong tomorrow. Yes? It's up to us to create that energy. I love you guys. Have an awesome night.